So today I'm looking to see what trades I should be doing, or what currencies I think I should be buying into at the moment. So if we look at my portfolio that we've got here on CoinGecko. CoinGecko is the site I use. I put in all my details here, and I quite like the charts that it gives me of all my different currencies. I'm trying to reduce the number of coins that I've got, but increase the amount that I have. The number of different coins just now. So in the last 7 days, I've gone from about 70 up to about 81 and bit. A little bit of a drop back today. In the last month, we've had some pretty good gains. What is the slight bummer about CoinGecko is that it doesn't have an option of like adding, instead of 7 day, also adding 1 month or 2 months or something like that. But yeah, last month it's gone from 50 up to 81 at the moment, and pretty happy with that. Trying to reduce my Swissborg. I've moved a bit of that into just back into Ethereum and Bitcoin for that, and see where it's going. So Crypto.com's having a bit of a tear just now. That's having a good one. That is my second largest holding. I get free Crypto.com coins called Crow on their app for buying stuff. So 3% return on anything I buy with their credit card. But that is looking pretty good. Happy with that one. Don't need to buy any of that coin or stake any more of that coin, so that's good. Solana, bit nervous of buying any more at this moment. This is pretty high, so it's just reached its all-time high just yesterday. Don't buy during the all-time high is probably the best advice you could get there. So yeah, for that one, had a pretty good run with that one. If we take out the ETH, I did buy some of that around about 20, 30, 40 pounds, and now it's up at 150. So that's a 3x that we've been getting for that. So that's been quite good there. But I think I'm going to hold off buying any more. But what I will do actually just now is I will go and stake some of the stuff that I've got here. So let's just check in my my accounts for Solana. I'll go to Marinade Finance, go to app, connect my wallet, got my Phantom wallet, click my Marinade. So I've got, I'm currently earning Marinade here, their Marinade token in both the MSOL deposit and the MSOL and Solana liquidity pool of about 2.5%. So nothing huge there, but that's all good. And also this Solana I've got staked is giving me 6.67% here. So nothing really for me to do on this. Let's check over on Orca if there's anything I need to change here. So connect wallet. So we've got our prices here. Marinade is coming up back up to 62 cents on the dollar. And let's go to the pools that I've got. So my liquidity pools, I've got Allbridge USDc, which is currently in a double dip at the moment. So that's bringing in, I've got one extra Allbridge. Allbridge is around about $4, I think. Let's see, where's Allbridge? Scroll down here. Have I passed it? Where's ABR? Oh, there, no. SBR, where's All... Bridge, ABR. Yeah, it was at the top. Yeah, around about $5 for that. So that's cool. I've earned around about $5 just for staking around about $400 of Allbridge. The Marinade and MSOL, I've got around about 400 there. That's kind of stayed the same and not a huge amount earning there. But let's see the liquidity. Orca's gone up a good price. Actually, that's done really well. That was $10 a wee while ago. I could harvest 1.2, so that's going to be around about $2 there. I'm not going to bother harvesting that, just let that keep growing at the moment. And then a tiny amount of kin and sol there. So not a huge amount going on that one. So let's go to my sol farm, Solana farm, my Connect wallet, Phantom. This is doing good. Hold on. This is definitely up. So let me just check my paper. So this is gained me 3%, but more importantly is the amount that in total has changed. So when I started this this position, I added, I think it was 22 Orca. If I were to close that just now, I would get 20.4, but I'd also get 0.11 of a Solana. So is that better? I don't know. Or if I can change it to all Solana, getting 1.43, that is more than yesterday. It's going to be 1.39. So that's gone up a little bit. So happy with that one. And the Ray versus Radium versus Serum. If I close that one just now, 26 Ray and 2 Serum, or if I put it all to Serum, 38.47 Serum. Interesting. That's all looking good, but I don't need to do any of that just now. They're still building equity and building interest on that. So I'm getting 132% on my leverage farm of Radium and Serum, and I'm getting 374% on my Orca Sol liquidity pool, which is giving me around about $1.29 a day. So that's quite good. And there's huge kill buffers in that. So it's only 1.8x leverage and 1.9x leverage there. Where I've got most of the money there is actually in the lending. If we go to my show depositors, so my Radium, I've got 101 Radium, giving me 50% APY currently. This changes obviously daily, or actually probably hourly, or even less. So that's nice and high. In fact, if we just go see, my Orca is my highest. I've got 200 Orca. Actually, that's right. I've got 199. I had exactly 199 yesterday, and I've gained 1.68 Orca in the last about 24 hours here. So that's good. So that'll be up to 200 Orca pretty soon, and that's getting me a huge APY of 138. So then it was Radium, then Atlas, and the other ones are just almost nothing. Media, but at least they're all gaining me interest. If I click, see if I've got anything else in my wallet that's doing nothing. I've got some Solana, but I'm using that as for all the fees that I'm doing just now. So nothing else to do there. Okay, so otherwise, oh, there was one. Syntheticify. Let's see how bad this is doing. Phantom, connect my Phantom. Yeah, that's not looking so good. Sure, that was about 120 when I started staking that there. But what is the time scale for rewards? Another 36 hours until we get our first rewards, but it's 36, yeah, around about 36% APY on that, so that's not too bad. Okay, so yeah, on the Solana platforms, nothing to really do on that just now. I think I'll leave that. So the next one is Qubit Finance. This is again a bit of squeaky bum time on this. So on this, let's see, can I increase the size? Oh, if I go reset. So Qubit Finance, this is on the Binance Smart Chain. It's a borrow and lending platform. You supply currencies, and with that you get collateral. Well, you make them your collateral, and then you're allowed to borrow certain amounts of stuff. You've got your borrow market down here, and it shows you your prices, and you've got your supply markets here, or if you've already supplied, they are in your actual supply markets up here. So there's been a big drop. So QBT was normally around about 40 or 50% APY. So that's had a big drop over the last 24 hours. Don't know what's happened there. Still getting 10% additional rewards. MDX as well. So this has all had a massive drop just in the last 24 hours. A good place to see this, and same with Cake, is head over to Venus Finance. Over on the dashboard here, if we look at, for example, the interest rate for BUSD on this, 13%. Let's go BNB. At one point, we're talking about 44% APY, and it's down at 1-2%. So that's really crashed. Bitcoin is always very low. It's like 0.5% supply APY, almost nothing. Same with ETH, that's very low, 0.7%. Let's see anything here. So Cake, what has happened here? So at one point, it was 108% APY, and then down to 44. And so here it's actually giving me a much higher APY. Maybe I should put my Cake back into Venus, because just now it's only at 11%. So it may just be the case that everyone's suddenly been supplying a lot of Cake. Oh, mind you, yeah, 29%, only getting 11%. Yeah, it's usually about half there. So again, nothing I want to do just now. I'm still in the positive, but this I've had this up at like 80% before in the past, and BNB has been up at 40%. Cake has been up at 60%. MDX has been up at least 50 as well, and QBT up at 80%. So at the moment, the $5,600 that we're borrowing to buy, I bought that, then I bought Cake. That's still in a higher percentage of gains, and we are earning the rewards of the Qubit token up at here. I think it's because Qubit's gone up. Let's check if we go to CoinGecko, where is QBT? So this has had a really good move over the last week or so. Oh yeah, good little drop there. Let's see. So 7 days ago, we're talking around about 4.9 pence in pounds, and then it's popped up to over 9 pence. So we're talking a 2x in a week. 100% gains in 1 week going on there. Last 14 days, at one point it did get down to about 4 and a bit pence. So it's definitely, Qubit is definitely still one which I'm very happy with. It's had a huge drop from its all-time high, which was pretty much when it was launched. When it launched at 37, came down to 26, people taking some profits. Then it went up 41, that was its all-time high, and then it's been down in the dumps since the time I've been buying it. So down here, buying it, great time to buy. And even at 10 pence, I think it's still an absolute steal for this, because it's only 1 billion supply, which is the same as something like Swissborg. Swissborg is around about 40 pence, 50 pence, so at least almost 5 times this amount. So 5 times amount definite possible on this. So let's head back to there. So yeah, the next thing I'm looking at on crypto.com, on their marketplace, trying to see what ones, if there's any that would be a good trade at the moment. So I've got a few of my Crow versus the coin. So crypto.com coin versus Crow versus a currency against Link. So Link, I'm definitely going to do some movements today. I'm going to move some Link into the Binance Smart Chain. E-Gold, Elrond Gold is looking fine there. Not really worth buying anything. DOT has had a tear, so that one's really gone up very well. It was, for what we're looking at days here. This was down at only 112 Crow for one DOT. It's now up to 120. So you've doubled your Crow amount on that. Are we going to change anything else here? Is there anything that I want to be buying at the moment? No. So the one thing I am looking at, so this is what I'm looking at. Let's have a look. I'm going to make this full screen so we can see what we are doing. In fact, nope, don't want it full screen because can't actually get all my drawing tools on this. So this is ETH versus BTC, ETH versus Bitcoin. And if we go back to a year ago, it was trading around about 0.24. So in other words, one Ethereum was 2.5% of a Bitcoin, just 2.5%. And it kind of bounced around there for a good while, and then it had a bit of a pump and then came back down. It's still around about 2.5%. I think I traded some Bitcoin and Ethereum for around about 3%, and then it went to the moon. So if you wanted Bitcoin, but what you did is you sold it for Ethereum, and you shorted Bitcoin, or you longed Ethereum, and Ethereum went up through the roof. So if you bought 1 Bitcoin's worth of Ethereum here, by the time it was here, you were getting 2 Bitcoin if you traded it back. So you doubled your Bitcoin value in a very short period of time. So in fact, let's do the measurement tool. If we go from here to 129% in 30 days. So yeah, it can go, that's what we call parabolic going on there. So that was May this year that it started off. So April and May, it went pretty strong. And I've just got a bit of a strong opinion, a strong belief that there may be something happening again here. So Bitcoin's had a good pump recently, and this has been very impressive. So this is about a good year. Let's just measure from, I don't know, from there to where we are just now. That's 179 bars. We'll call that half a year. Half a year. And it stayed, what's the kind of range we've got there? If we go from about here. So in half a year, a range of, if we bring it up to the points, around about 32% range. And in crypto, that's pretty tight. That's a tight range we've had there. And so that potentially there's a bit to go up and down on this. So I'm going to make a trade today once my money comes out of my Earn wallet in the Crypto.com app. I'm going to move my BTC and I'm going to sell it for Ethereum because let's draw some lines on this. Let's go for over here. We'll go for trend line. No, we'll go for a we'll go for a trend, not trend. Yeah, trend line, and we'll magnetize it to the top. So the top of this one came down. So that one kind of gave us. If we got it, so maybe it hits that one, that one, that one, and then went down. And then the other trend line was from the bottom. Say from here, hit that one, and it crossed there. But hold on, it could be crossing all of those. So I like all those lines over there. Let's zoom out a little bit. That's looking quite interesting. So it was obviously following a descending triangle, and then it went through the roof. And it looks like we've got a new descending triangle that's been going. Let's hit that one there, possibly here, and it could be. So if we have it, yeah, that kind of works about there. So there's a potential. If you're just looking at charts here. Let's also, I'm going to give another line here. Let's go get a horizontal, just horizontal line from the market top. Let's see from there. Is that magnetized? Magnetize it there. And let's get another one from this top. And another one from this top. And let's get another one from the bottom as well. Let's go for another one for about here. Okay, so these are my trading lines at the moment. Let's see if there's also the moving averages, if there's any kind of indicators that we can get here. So we're currently 7-day moving average. Let's change that to, go for a 50-day input. So let's change that to 50-day moving average. Okay, and then another one, the 100-day. They're usually good indicators going on here. So what has, yeah, this, okay. Actually, this is getting quite interesting now. Let's also, I think, possibly best if we change the colors because it's getting quite difficult to see here. If I change this one, let's go settings, style. Does yellow help? No. Bright yellow. Okay, we'll go with bright yellow. And, oh, are they getting very close? They are getting very, very, very close. Let me just, okay, and what happened the last time the 50-day and the 100-day passed? If we were to go back here, what's this? So the 50-day passed the 100-day and it was going up. Yeah, no, so that's not really giving us much information. But if we look at the last year, not a huge amount, or last half year, not a huge amount, but there is something interesting that it is, they are really close together. The 50-day and the 100-day are almost touching every single time. Touched there, bounced up, very close again. So that is a very tight range going on there. So that makes me think something very close to here is going to happen. If we, so my thought is that? Let's get a little drawing tool. Let's go. What size should we have it? I have that size. Can choose color. I'm gonna go. What would be a good color? White. So if it's around about here, so currently the price is 6.7%. So one Ethereum is 6.7% of a Bitcoin. It has been up to 8.1, and it has been down to 5.6. So we're kind of right in the middle. We're really right in the middle here. And if this is a descending triangle from a lower, we're getting higher lows. So that was the lowest, second lowest, then it got a little bit higher lows, and in this state, lower highs. Could that mean a potential, this could wiggle down to about here, and then if it breaks out, up the way like that. That's where I'm thinking things are going to go. So at the moment, I'm going to put the Bitcoin into my wallet here, but if it drops, this might be actually too late. It might be too late, but if this drops to around about, can I put a dot? Is there an option for me to put a dot? No, just a brush. If there is, there's an option here. Is it that? I'm going to put the dollar sign here. If it gets to here, I'm going to be swapping. So that's around about 6.2. Definitely putting Bitcoin into Ethereum with the expectation of it going up. Not prediction, just my expectation of it going up. Or at least happy to hold it until it goes up to around about here. Because going from 6.1 to 8, that's a good about 20% increase, if not more. 30% increase if it went all the way down to there. If I took it all the way to the top, it's just a question of how brave can I be. So at the moment, the question is, how brave am I? Can I wait for this to potentially go down? So if Bitcoin has another absolute rally over the next wee while, then yeah, sure, Bitcoin, Ethereum to Bitcoin valuation would go down the way. If Bitcoin stays level and Ethereum has some major news, it could be the case that it just potentially, it just goes from here. We have a breakout here and it just goes up from here, is another prediction. So either way, what I do not expect to happen is it to just go down, 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 down. That is what I would consider to be very unlikely going on here. So it's either up over a longer period of time. What would that kind of scale be from here? 66 days. So that would take us to around about Christmas. Oh yeah, 30th of December. To make 24%. So that's one option. Do it now and hold until Christmas. Potentially make 24%. Or it goes from now, do it now, and it has a tear just now, and in just 1 month, so the 17th of November, we have a 21% increase. That'd be pretty good. Or hold out, be brave, wait until it drops. So wait 2 weeks for it to get down to around about here. That's a bit nervous. About 14 days for it to possibly get right to the edge of this descending wedge. So go down by 9%, 9% drop, down to around about 6% of a Bitcoin, and then from there have it go up, which would give us a 32% by Christmas. Oh, either of those options sound fantastic. It's just, am I brave enough do you know what? Actually, I'm not brave enough. Okay, that's fully 100% not brave enough. I'm going to dollar cost average into this. Either way, I'm expecting Ethereum to go and become stronger against Bitcoin over the next couple of months. So I'm going to do half of my value just now, today, and then if nothing happens and it comes down, I'll do another bit here, another bit here. So either way, I'm dollar cost averaging or Bitcoin cost averaging into Ethereum with the expectation that Ethereum is going to get stronger to Bitcoin and over the next 2 months gain around about 20%, anywhere between 20 to 30% or 18 over the next 2 months of Bitcoin value in Ethereum. And then transfer it back once it's done that. I think that might be an idea. So yeah, that is my plans for today. So once my money comes out my crypto.com earn, I'll head into here. So that's my plans for today. Okay.